Okay, it is now 7:05. Good evening, everybody. I was about to say good morning. Good evening, everybody. Today is our last Senate meeting of the semester. And I'm so happy to see all of y'all, some of y'all's faces on here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, let me get this. Okay. All right, I'm now calling this meeting to order at 7:05. Now we're gonna have the roll call from Alani.
Jasmine,
Freshman Senator present.
Daniel,
Freshman Senator present.
Dominic, Nevaeh, Chloe, Jalen, Osbo, Faith,
Senior Senator present.
Mary,
Senior Senator present.
Hillary,
Graduate Senator present.
Kennedy,
Commuter Senator present.
Maya,
Commuter Senator present.
Michael, Ahmed,
Commuter Senator present.
Paula,
Commuter Senator present.
Jasmine,
Residential Senator present.
Maisha,
Residential Senator present.
Manny,
At-large Senator present.
Jaisha,
At-large Senator present.
Kimberly,
At-large Senator present.
Charlotte,
At-large Senator present.
Tim, Grace,
Student Organization Senator present.
Kaylin,
Student Organization Senator present.
Mason,
Mason is present. He said it in the chat.
okay. Kayvon,
College of Arts and Sciences Senator present.
Marley,
College of Visual and Performing Arts Senator present.
Morgan, that concludes the report.
Thank you. For the new senators, I haven't sworn y'all in yet and put y'all on the attendance list, so you don't have to worry about getting called right now. All right, so we're gonna move forward. So can I please get an approval of the minutes? It was sent out by Alani yesterday. You can just put an X in the chat, and that's how you have your speaking rights. Jasmine,
Motion to approve the minutes.
is there any seconds? Jaisha,
Second.
thank you. All right, can I please get a motion to approve the agenda? It was also sent out yesterday by Alani. Grace,
Motion to approve the agenda.
do I have any seconds? Jasmine,
I second.
thank you for that. Okay, now let's move forward. All right, now it is student forum. Any students present and wishing to speak at this time, they may. SGA members may respond, but can only bring up new topics during senator forum. Let me just check the live since this is our last meeting and make sure that there's nobody. I'm gonna stop screen sharing for 1 minute. Okay, there is nobody. Sorry, y'all took me a minute. I have a lot of tabs up. Okay. All right, and then old business, we do not have any old business. New business. All right, we have 2 new senator appointments. So at this time, I'm just going to go over the same thing I did last week, and then I'm going to ask 2 senators to, well, 2 potential senators to leave the Zoom so we can vote. So basically, they went through the same process that the other senators from last week went through. They went through an application period, and they also went through an interview. Those were conducted by myself, Haz, Kaylee, and Aaron. And of course, they answered a set of questions and they provided us with who they are and what they do and all that good stuff. So that's why I want to appoint them today. And so today we are looking at Zaire Meekin. I hope I'm saying that right. And he is going to be the new transfer student senator. His classification is junior. His major is business administration with a minor in psychology. He's from North New Jersey. He was a member of ACE. He was also working with Brothers Doing Positive. He is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and he's interested in SGA to network, represent students, and improve their lives. So that is Zaire. And then I'm going to go to the next person. Okay, and then the next person is going to be a residential senator. Her name is Kalei Indokachu. I hope I'm saying that right. Correct me if I'm not. You can go ahead if you want to. The classification is a sophomore. Her major is biology. She's from Cary, North Carolina, and she's interested in SGA. Because she wants to build leadership skills and find a community on campus to engage with. And she considers SGA as a community, so she wants to get involved. So at this point in time, Kalei and Zaire, could y'all please exit the Zoom, and I'm going to email y'all whenever the voting is finished, okay? And then can I please have our parliamentarian Nazir put the Google form in the chat. If you are a senator, you are allowed to vote. If you are not, you can't vote. But yes, we'll start voting. Wait, no, I lied. I'm so sorry. They still need to leave the Zoom, but we need to do a period of Q&A. So now we're in a 5-minute period of Q&A. And if you have any questions, please put X in the chat. If there are no questions, I can entertain a motion to move into a 5-minute period of discussion. Yes, Grace.
Motion to move into a 5-minute period of discussion.
All right, we are now in a 5-minute period of discussion. If there's any comments, if you know this person, one of these people personally, you want to
I'm
speak
back,
to them.
you guys.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it was my speaker messing up, so I had to end the call and do it over. So I'm about to send it in the group chat.
One second. Sorry, we're in a 5-minute period of discussion. I forgot to do that.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. Do we have any points of discussion? Okay, if not, can I please get a motion to move into voting? Hillary,
Motion to move into voting.
do I have any seconds? Grace,
Second.
thank you. Do I have any dissent? Jasmine, were you also seconding?
Yes.
Okay, do I have any dissent to that? Okay, so now we are going to go into voting. Nazir, you can go ahead.
Okay, you guys, I'm about to send the link. Mar, if it doesn't work, is it okay if I just email it to you?
Yeah,
doesn't-
but it should work as long as everybody's using their UNCG email. But if
Okay.
not, yeah, you can email it to me.
Okay, so I'm about to send it in the group chat right now, you guys. Remember, abstain is majority of the votes goes to whatever, which is yes or no. So just remember that. Did everyone get the link?
I see the link here. They should have got it. Y'all let me know if there's any problems with it whenever you go into the chat.
Yes, please let me know so I can figure it out if anything happened.
If there's any senators that are just now joining, please make sure you go to the chat to vote on the new senator appointments.
Can you send it again because the chat's reset for me?
Okay, I can send it again. Okay, so I think everyone should be done. So for Zaire, we have 24 yes, 0 no, 0 abstain, so 24 to 0 to 0. Zaire will be a new member of the new senators. Is it, how you say her name again? I don't want to say it wrong.
It's Calais.
Calais. Okay, so for Calais, 24 yes, 0 no, 0 abstain, so 24 to 0 to 0. Calais would be a new senator also.
Okay, thank you, Nazir. I'm about to
You're welcome.
send them an email so they can come back. If y'all could be such wonderful people and also make sure whenever I sent the email, but just see if they join, because sometimes it's hard for me to see the participants. So I'm gonna let them in the room whenever they rejoin, but yes, okay, I see one. And then I'm just waiting on one more to join. Okay, there we go. All right, congratulations, Zaire and Calais. Y'all have been appointed. And yeah, can everybody please give a round of applause or send something in the chat? Okay, all righty. So now at this point in time, I forgot to put it on the agenda, but I did tell y'all that this is going to happen this week. So if you are a new senator, at this time, we're going to be swearing y'all in. It can be a little difficult on Zoom because, you know, like we're on Zoom, but basically you're just going to repeat after me, the pledge. So if you're ready, we're going to probably like start on the count of 3 if that works for y'all. Just give me 1 second to pull up the statement. And I know all of our senators might not be here today, but we'll do the rest when we come back next semester, because that's just how it's gonna have to be. Okay, so for all the new senators, I'm going to count to 3, and then I'm going to say I, and then you'll state your name. So if you could take your mic off of mute, and if you could turn your camera on. You don't have to turn your camera on if you absolutely can't, but it would be nice. So yeah, I'm going to count to 3, and then you'll say I and state your name. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I,
Zaire
Harry
McMeekin,
pledge to uphold
pledge to uphold
the Constitution of the Student Government Associations
The
the Constitution of the Student Government
Association
Association
of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro,
of
of the University of North Carolina, Greensboro,
Greensboro,
and to best fulfill
and to best
and to best
fulfill
fulfill
all the duties and responsibilities given to me
all the
all
duties and
duties and
responsibilities given to me
by the students to advocate,
by the
by the
students to advocate,
educate, and serve the student body.
educate, and serve the student body.
All right, thank y'all so much. You're now sworn in. From this point on, I'll be sending y'all some more emails about attendance and getting merchandise and all that good stuff. So congratulations again. Now we're gonna move forward. Okay, now is our December senior highlights. This is a little emotional for me as far as my legislative assistant goes and my historian and my good senators, my PR team members. But we're gonna highlight a few people who are going to be leaving us this semester. So the first person is legislative assistant Alani Roos. This is her second school year in SGA. She was also the legislative assistant for the 99th session. And I made the decision to bring her back because she's so wonderful at what she does. Her major is African American and African Diaspora Studies, and her minor is psychology. Her career goals is she's aspiring to continue work as an educator with children and continue teaching communities how to express themselves using poetry. Her favorite thing about SGA is how welcoming everyone is and all the opportunities to grow. If she could tell people anything, it would be not to be afraid of risk. The risk could be very well be worth the reward. So yeah, best of luck to Alani. I love you and all the things you have done for SGA, and I appreciate you. Now we're gonna move on. All right, here is our historian, Jakara Wiggins. This was her first school year in SGA. Her majors are speech pathology and audiology. Her minors are ASL, gerontology, and human development and family studies. Her career goals, she's an aspiring speech language pathologist working in a hospital setting, and she wants to conduct more research. And her advice was, do not listen to anyone who doubts your goals. You can do anything you set your mind to. Keep going and stay focused, and everything will pay off in the end. And it was a pleasure having Jakar, although the historian position can be a little confusing sometimes, there's not really much to do. She still did as much as she could, and we appreciate you, Jakar. All right, let me proceed. Now we have a senior senator, Marie Lumi. I hope I said your last name right. This is her first school year in SGA. Her majors are international and global studies and sociology. Her minor is French. Her career goals are to work for the UN to help bridge Africa and America together. And her favorite thing about SGA is the structure and how well organized it is. Thank you so much, Marie, for being a senator this school year. It's a very, very important position, and we appreciate you. All right, and then our last person is Faith Constantine. Her position is she is a PR team member, and she's a photographer. This is her first school year in SGA. As I stated before, she's a PR team member and she's a photographer. She's also a photographer outside of SGA. So if you want to do business with her, if you need some pictures taken, please do reach out to her. Her major is consumer apparel and retail studies and global apparel related industries, and a global apparel related industries concentration. And what's next for her? She did get a job as an allocation analyst for TJX companies in Massachusetts. So that's where she'll be going next. Congratulations. And then her advice, she said it's cliche advice, but don't give up. It gets very hard, but that's life. Persevering brings about many rewards that you would never experience if you gave up. So yeah, round of applause for all of our December graduates. We're gonna miss you a lot. Sad to have to replace y'all, but that's, you know, how life goes. And yeah, congrats for being a member of the 100th session. Okay. Now we're going to move forward. Now we're going to present our spring 2023 elections timeline. Let me go out of here so I can present it to y'all. If it would let me see. 1 second, y'all. All right, okay. So this is the tentative spring 2023 elections timeline. The reason why we're reviewing it so early is because we want to make sure that we get this ball rolling for next semester. And our elections chair, Kennedy, she's always staying on top of things. So shout out to her. Kennedy, do you want to speak about this timeline or do you want me to?
You can present it more.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to read over the things and then we're going to go into a period of Q&A and then a period of discussion. And then I think we forgot to create a voting thing. So we'll figure that out in a second.
Can I speak real quick? My fault.
Yeah, go ahead, Haas.
You know, it does not need to be voted on. It just needs to be presented to some.
Okay, thanks, Haas. I forgot that's only for special elections, y'all. But okay, so November 29th, we're presenting the elections timeline to Senate. That's today. February 13th or the 17th will be elections meetings and the week for that type of stuff. So all the interest meetings. So we'll have one Monday, February 13th. It'll be an interest meeting in person. February 15th and February 16th will also be interest meetings in person at 5 p.m. If we need to move one on Zoom, we might do that. So just keep that in mind, just for the people who may not be able to come to campus or come in person. And then Friday, February 17th will be a promotional marketing tabling day. And we have that from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. With a question mark, just to maybe we might be changing that time a little bit, but that's the time that we have there. Then February 17th, election applications will open up at 12 p.m. March 1st, election applications are due at 11:59 p.m. March 2nd through the 3rd, advisor grade and conduct check. So that's when advisors will be checking over all the applicants' grades and conduct. March 5th will be when candidates and advisors are notified of their confirmed positions. So that's when anybody who is running will be confirmed. Then March 6th through the 8th, advisors will build the ballot and test it for errors. March 13th to 16th is campaigning week. During that period in time, that means everybody who has applied and is confirmed, they will campaign across campus. March 16th is when the ballot is locked, no additional changes except for candidate withdrawal. March 17th to the 22nd is elections and voting. We have to determine the ballot opening and closing times. We will get that figured out soon. March 22nd is when the elections committee confirms all candidates submitted appropriate documentation and have no outstanding concerns. And March 28th, if confirmed, candidates are notified of the results. April 4th is when senators would be sworn in. We were discussing things as far as just trying to keep things a little bit farther from graduation because we don't want to conflict with, seniors and things like that. But yeah, that is the election timeline. And now we're going to go into a 5-minute period of just like some question and answer. If you have any questions about this timeline, you can put an X in the chat and I will call on you. Maisha.
All right, so every senator has to do this process all over again next year, correct?
No, so all the senators, well, yes, Haas, they will, but not for their positions they have now. So the positions that you have now, you'll keep that up until the end of the school year. Yeah, Haas, they'll be, why are you shaking your head now?
Can I speak? Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead. Go
but
ahead.
Yeah, if you want to be in SGA next year, you will have to go through this whole process. If you want to be in SGA for the 101 session, you will have to go into all, like this is for next year. Does that answer your question, Maisha?
Yeah, next school year, not next semester though. So next semester, you'll still be in SGA in your same position. But then going into these dates here is when, if you want to be in the 101st session, you'll have to rerun for your position. Myself as well. If I want to be a part of SGA, I have to do that. So yeah, 2023, 2024 school year. Do I have any more questions? If you do, put it in the chat. Is there any questions about the dates for the application or campaigning dates or when they're getting sworn in? Okay, if there are no questions, I can entertain a motion and move into discussion. Amber?
Yeah, I did have a question.
Wait, 1 second, 1 second. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that you were before. Yeah, okay, sorry. I want to make sure that you were before.
No problem. For tabling, how do you decide who is tabling at what time?
Tabling for the promotional marketing tabling?
Yeah, or any other tabling too. I'm just concerned with my schedule next year. I don't have any lunch breaks.
So the tabling will be for the elections committee. So the election committee is only consisted of seniors. So they're the ones that are going to be doing that tabling. Of course, if Kennedy needs other senators to help out, she will ask some people, but all of the senators aren't required to help with this promotional tabling. But as far as other tabling goes, we can work those things out when we get to next semester.
Thank you.
Zaire, did you put X in the chat?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask like why the promotional marketing and tabling was like at the like was it intentionally put at the end of like the interesting like why was it put there? And also are the interest meetings like mandatory as well?
Kennedy is the person who can determine, I guess, how many promotional tablings and marketing tablings that we have. Sometimes we will have two, like we'll have one before the first interest meeting, and then we'll have one at the last interest meeting. If that's a suggestion that you have, Kennedy could take that into account. And then as far as, what was your second question? I'm sorry, it slipped my mind.
I was just asking if the interest meetings were like mandatory.
Yeah, and so she also makes that decision ultimately if they are required or not. It is very important information, but if the person is unable to come to any of the interest meetings, she could send out these slides to them and then they just take that information and go with it. But it's up to Kennedy.
Thank
Kennedy,
you.
did you have, oh, you're welcome. Kennedy, did you have anything else to say to that or are you good?
Yeah, I was gonna chime in and say that's what I did with the fall elections. If people couldn't make it, they would email me. My email was up on like the social media, the Instagram, and then the email that all the students got. So people were just emailing me like, hey, I can't make it, and I would just send them the presentation and it wasn't a problem at all.
Okay, cool. Now, if there's no more questions, I can entertain a motion to move into discussion. And remember, we're not voting on this. I just wanted to give y'all a period to talk. Grace?
Motion to move to discussion.
Are there any seconds? Jaisha?
Second.
All righty, now we're in a 5-minute period of discussion. So now at this point in time, you can give any suggestions, any comments about this, but there can't be any questions about it. If you do have further questions, you can email Kennedy or text her in the chat privately. Mason?
I know I talked about this with you, Mara, but when it comes time for the application, could we make a note to have like your top 3 committee choices on there? That way you're streamlining that process.
Yeah. So that's something that I have to remember to email me again or text me again so I can remember to keep it in mind. But yeah, so we're gonna have to get with the advisors on that as far as putting that on the application. So basically what Mason is asking is that the new applicants express their top 3 committee interests. And so at that point in time, we can get people into committees quickly and they can start their work. Michael?
Yes, I also second what there we go. I also second what Mason was saying. And if you can add like what time the committees would be, as I know that would have been helpful information for me to have like coming into SGA my first time. And then I also wanted to say that I was also behind the idea of like having either the meetings be hybrid, or if you want to do just like like one sole meeting like on Zoom, I think that would also be helpful for like people who might live like off campus or might just be more convenient than coming to campus.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Yeah, so that probably is something that we'll do. We'll change one of those interest meetings to a Zoom setting just so that people can engage that way. I know there's a lot of commuters and things of that nature. And then also making sure that we put that in the application, because I know that getting involved in those committees is very important early on. Haas, you can go ahead when you're ready.
Can someone yield their time? This is a point of like information
Oh, yeah.
clarification.
Can someone yield their time, please, to Haas?
I yield my
Sorry.
time.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry.
No, you're good. Appreciate you mentioning. So I'm just gonna we haven't really done one of these in a while, so I just want to make sure we're on the right path and construct. So basically, during this period, we are making suggestions on the timeline. So like Michael and Mason just did. Mason's suggestion doesn't really have to do directly with the timeline, but a note that Mara needs to have for application, which is okay. But Michael's response has something to do with a friendly amendment to the timeline. So like during this time, Kennedy would need to object or need to accept the motion of having one of those interest meetings on Zoom, if you get what I'm saying, just so that we know what is happening from his response. And then same thing to Zaire's point. Zaire asking whether the tabling should be on that Friday or earlier. Like Kennedy or you, Mara, needs to say like, nah, like we're gonna keep it on a Friday or we're gonna move it, just so we know what's going on. And like the changes need to happen now before like we hop off the meeting. So I'm sorry that kind of went back, but I guess like Candy.
No, you're good, Haas. You're good. The changes do need to be made now, so everybody knows what's going on. Kennedy, do you accept either one of those with the Zoom option and also making another promotional tabling, maybe another day?
Yeah, I would agree with both of those.
Okay, great. And she can make those changes now or she can make them after the meeting, but she has accepted them. So just look forward to this timeline will be in the folder. So if you want to see which one of those days that it will be a Zoom option and to also see when there'll be another promotional tabling, you can go back into the folder and look at that as well. Are there any more points of discussion for the timeline? Yeah. So like Aaron said in the chat, the info will also go out in a campus-wide email once all the dates are finalized. So just like how you get a weekly email from the campus about things that are going on, they're going to have this information there with the application due dates and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's also there. Yes, Tyler.
Thank you. This is not really a point of recommendation. I just kind of wanted to ask a question about the last point that's there. It says April 4th. Senator sworn in ? Is that set in stone or is it just kind of something that we're still up in the air about?
Okay, so it's not a period of Q&A, but you can make a suggestion to see if that is, well, to take the question mark off or confirm it.
Okay, see.
Or you can send an email, either way, or a chat.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, because last year it seems like we didn't do that until mid-April. I could be wrong about that. I'm not really sure.
Mid-April, the swearing in. Yeah, it was mid-April last time, but we did push the dates a little bit further up. So everything is going to be starting. It's basically, we're working around spring break because we don't want to, intervene with people's spring breaks. We don't know what they have going on. And of course, we can't do campaigning and all those things around that time. So we're trying to work around spring break. So we had to push the things up a little bit farther because if we continue pushing it into April, that would come close to like graduation and things like that. So that's why it's April 4th. Kennedy, did you have anything to say to that? Were you going to take the question mark off or keep it there or?
Yeah, I can remove the question mark.
Tyler, did you have any further comments about the swearing date or are you okay?
I don't believe so. It makes sense. So thank you.
Okay. If you have any further questions, you can email Kennedy as well, just as I said before. Is there any more comments? If not, we can move on. I think it's been about 5 minutes too, so. Okay, I guess not. So now I will go into senator reports. All right, so our first person is Hillary.
Hi, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. So I'm one of 2 graduate senators. Wanted to say welcome to Kayla. And my office hours are by appointment by Zoom. My email address is here, and then I put my phone number too, just in case that's more convenient. So what I've been up to, Chancellor chats a while ago. I have a picture down the bottom right. International Senator Legislative meeting. So that was a couple of us are trying to get together to write legislation to get a new position made for an international senator. I gave an update about SGA events to GSA, which is Graduate Student Association. I'm working on a graduate student bill of rights with the GSA Student Engagement Committee. So that's just a bill of rights, like a list of things that we want to make sure happen that we'll present to the graduate school, to Dr. Bell in the graduate school. I attended a meeting today with my school's dean at the request of a couple students. They wanted a SGA person there to ask for a stipend increase. And I went to like the tuition and fees forum, and there are lots of grad students there too. So that's definitely something grad students are struggling with inflation and the fee increase that's coming up. So I had a really fun week. The week before Thanksgiving, I went to Arizona to visit my grandpa, and I went to the American Institute of Chemical Engineers conference with my lab mate Tinku. So that's her in this picture. So I learned a lot, and I also got to see my grandpa and had a lot of fun. I missed the current concerns tabling on with the police department. So I heard that went pretty well, especially the first one. There are lots of SGA people who attended, so hoping to be more involved with that later. And then I got third place in my department's nano art competition. So I work on CRISPR, which is like gene editing. It's a gene editing mechanism, and I crocheted a CRISPR protein with like the guide RNA and the DNA, and that's it on the bottom left. And then this on the bottom or the top right is my friend from Iran came. She goes to school with me, but it was her first like American style Thanksgiving, and she came to my parents' place to do Thanksgiving with us. So that was lots of fun. Oh, okay. I'm ready for the next slide. All right, so what's coming up? Emailing with Dining about getting meal vending machines at the Gateway Research Center. So Gateway Research Park, I mean. So I emailed one person, he told me to email somebody else. So I still need to do that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And then possibly write legislation later, maybe. I know like dining is a business, but there's like a lot of demand at Gateway Research Park. Like that's one of the biggest feedbacks I get. So for any kind of dining. So I think they would be able to make money off that. Anyway, so I'm going to have a follow-up meeting with the dean and with that group of students about stipend increases. So this is something we talked about with the International Student Legislative Group. We thought about maybe possibly partnering with the International Student Association, tabling to see what kind of problems international students are facing. And I brought that up at the Current Concerns Committee meeting today, and we'd be willing to help out with that. So yeah, I'll talk with everyone about that later. Finishing and presenting the Graduate Student Bill of Rights to the graduate school. And then I got invited to review applications for like this really prestigious scholarship at NC State, which was my undergrad. I didn't get the scholarship, but they asked me to review applications. So I'm reviewing those, and like, that's pretty cool. Like everyone's really talented and really amazing. And I get to give feedback on them, which is kind of scary, but really cool. So these are just some pictures. That's, I climbed Piestewa Peak in Arizona, which used to have a derogatory name for Native Americans, but now it's named after the first known Native American to die in combat with the US military, and also the first female to die in the Iraq War. The bottom is my grandpa with some peacocks, and then my quote is from Erykah Badu, which might age me, might date me, but it's one of my favorite songs, which goes, "Time to save the world, where in the world is all the time? So many things I still don't know, so many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back." And that's all. So thanks for listening.
Thank you, Hillary. That was very entertaining. I was actually okay. We're gonna move on. Okay, Ozka could not be here today, so I'll read off her slide for her. So her office hours are by appointment. Her email is there for y'all. What she's been up to, she did her one-on-one today with me. She's been doing homework and exams, went to an engagement and 2 weddings over the break. It must be nice. I want to go to a wedding. Went to a basketball tournament and she's been sick. So that's the reason why she is out today. We are wishing her well wishes to get better. And here's some pictures, I'm assuming at the weddings and a basketball tournament. And what's coming up for her, she's studying for finals, waiting for winter break, and attending more weddings in December. Woohoo! Okay, now Daniel.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel. My office hours are by appointment, and there's my email. So what I've been up to, been working on my homework and exams, and then have my one-on-one with Mara. And as Hillary talked about earlier, the International Student Senator legislation. We had a meeting, I think a few weeks ago, and went home for Thanksgiving break, spent time with my family, and then connected with some old friends. And this photo right here is just a photo I took outside the nursing building because I thought the sky was really pretty. And then I played poker for the first time with my friends, so that was cool. Okay, next slide, please. And what's coming up? Obviously studying for finals, a few days left till winter break. And then I'm planning on going on a ski trip with my friends. So sounds fun. And then this is a photo I took when I went to Ecuador for a mission trip back in the summer. And then my quote is, "The expert in anything was once a beginner." So yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. Okay. Okay, Maisha.
Okay, so hey guys, my name is Maisha. So my office hours are by appointment and my email is mdkofi@uncg.edu. So as you guys can see, I don't really have anything special going on in my life. So far what I've been doing is studying for my finals, trying out new skincare product because I just got some delivered from Stylevana in Style Korean. Yep, checking that out. For Thanksgiving, that was like a regular Thursday for me. So for Black Friday shopping, it was kind of bad because usually on Black Fridays, we have like 70%, 80% off. This time it was like 10, 15. I don't know what that was about. So, and then I catch up on my sleep because yeah. So next slide, please. Oh, no, the picture. So on the picture, never mind. All right, so coming up, finals, winter break, Christmas. I'm ready for Christmas. So on the picture that we have up top on the left is just like a pretty snow thing I put on there because I thought it was really pretty. And then for the quote, it says, "With great power comes great responsibility." That's just like a quote that keeps me going sometimes. So that's basically it.
Thank you, Maisha.
You're welcome.
And lastly, we have Morgan.
Hey y'all, my office hours are by appointment. My email is above. What I've been up to is I've been at work, final projects and assignments. I accepted my internship offer with Guilford Public Health Department. I went home to Raleigh and hung out with my friends, did Friendsgiving, and I did volunteering for the Thanksgiving holiday. So yeah, that's a picture of me and my friends. I went home to Raleigh in that picture below. Me and my friends, we did volunteering. I work at the Frito-Lay warehouse. So that's a picture of what I'll be doing. That was my plate for Friendsgiving, and that was me shopping. We can go to the next slide. What's coming up is I have an I Belong committee meeting on Thursday. For my honorary society, we have an executive board meeting on Friday. Winter break is coming up. I'm entering my last semester at UNCG. I'm applying for master's programs and summer internships. I'm going to Charlotte this weekend and work because it just doesn't stop. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Morgan. And shout out to the seniors, seniors both who are graduating this December and also next semester. Okay, now we're gonna move forward. Oh, as far as the rest of the senator reports go, if you haven't did yours yet, we're gonna push it to next semester, and we'll also have new senators present theirs as well. This is gonna be an ongoing thing. Of course, whenever we get finished with the people who haven't went, we might take like a little break. We'll come back to it eventually. So now we'll have our exec council reports from Haas.
What's up, y'all? So yeah, I didn't even really have a busy week. So yeah, but my office hours are the same. My office, usually by appointment. My phone, you email me. The best way to get to me is email. My phone is messed up, so if y'all want just give me a Christmas gift, phone would be nice. But I'll be up to executive council meetings, Thanksgiving break. That's my little cousin right there. So he's 4 months. I got to meet him. And then that's a picture of me that my mama put on the Christmas tree from when I was like, that's 2008. And then that was a dog. I had a dog sit over the break. And then I had board of trustees committee meetings today. The athletics one got canceled, but it was just a presentation about soccer. Soccer is in the Elite Eight for the NCAA tournament, and they're playing on Saturday at 3 p.m. So if y'all can go there, be there. It's a really big thing. And then for the academics committee, we were just talking about how the semester went, and I kind of gave feedback about like the exams, like the formatting of exams, like some professors opting into giving more exams than spreading them out. But yes, it is a home game Saturday versus Indiana. So if you want to go, let me know, and we can see if we can do an SGA special or something. Next slide, please. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So then what's coming up? I got a full board of trustees meeting on Thursday. So I'll update you all on that, I guess, when we come back. If I have some time, I can probably send an email out reporting that, because that is a long ways to go. Got finals coming up. That chamber meeting, I want to get a chamber meeting scheduled. So if you are on ledge board and exec, we got to get a chamber meeting like soon, very soon. So we got to, Lashana laughing like, but it's hard to get our schedules, but we got to get one, even if it's on Zoom. Winter break. And then before I get ahead of myself, we are going to have a retreat when we come back in January. So be on the lookout for that. Kind of similar to what we had in August. But it's going to be, so for all of our new senators, we're going to give y'all like a full orientation, how everything goes. So you might be confused now, you might have some questions, but when we get back, I promise y'all, we're going to catch up to speed, and we're going to have a good semester. And then on December 4th, it is our Founders Day for Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So shout out to my boys. But yeah, so it's our Founders Day. We were founded on December 4th, 1906. So we're going to be a lit weekend and stuff. So if y'all want to give me a new phone for Founders Day, that'll be nice too, and stuff. So, all right, if I show y'all my, okay, this is me coming out. But if I show y'all my phone, y'all give me a new one. Look at my phone. So once again, if y'all want to give me a new phone for Founders Day or Christmas, that'd be great. But other than that, that's it for my presentation. I'm broke too.
Y'all tell him no, because honey, I can't even afford one. I've been having an iPhone X. iPhone X is old. I have an iPhone X since a long time ago. But okay, we're gonna move forward now. Kaylee, you can go ahead. LOL, what a great transition. I'm so sorry, Haas. So office hours, email me this week, y'all. It's crazy. So if you need to meet with me, I will be there for you. Cell phone, still the same. Please don't message me after 11 p.m. I won't answer. What I've been up to, work, class, homework, and life. A much needed break. Thanksgiving break was awesome. I did 2 puzzles. One of them is pictured in the corner over there. And then I read 3 books. So that was awesome. Last fall FYE 101 class ever. So it was my second to last semester as a PAL. I will be teaching in the spring. And then I also bought a Christmas tree because it's Christmas time. Why wouldn't I? And I've just been kind of in survival mode this past week. I'm just trying to get through exams. We can go to the next slide. So what's coming up? Weekly meeting with exec council. We just finished our last one for the semester. LDOC event that is happening tomorrow. Same thing with First Finals Fest. So if you know anyone that it's their first year and they need to swing by to get some goodies for their first final of the year, have them swing by in the EUC. Prepping for the end of the semester because that's a thing. Final exams and way too many papers for me to keep track of. And I'll be on campus working for winter break, but I'm just kind of working out those hours and all the things. And then for my 2 quotes of this week, I got this little sun catcher that goes into my room now, and it says, "The universe could use a few more beautiful humans like you." And then it says, "Inhale, I'm free to feel, and exhale, I will stay whole." And then, yes, tomorrow at 11 in Cone Ballroom for First Finals Fest. Thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. Okay, now for the best. No, I'm playing. Now here's my report. Look at that plate, y'all. Whee! Okay, so I'm gonna have office hours by appointment. You can email me, you can text me. Don't call me because I probably won't answer, but you can text me, you can email me, whatever you need to do. What I've been up to, I had Thanksgiving, of course, I went home. I just want y'all rating on my plate. Like, how do you think that looks? Spring 2023 elections timeline. I went over that with Kennedy. We're still working, well, not working on that. We're getting things ready for that. Yeah, low vibration for real. Getting things ready for that. 7 out of 10. Okay, stop interrupting me. So we're getting things ready for spring 2023 elections. I will be running again. Wink, wink. So yeah, I hope to see some of y'all running again for next session. Exec council meeting, we had that today. Senator one-on-ones. If you haven't scheduled that, I am giving a extension to Friday. After Friday, it is finished. No, I'm playing. Just schedule that for real. But I think everybody has done it so far, so you're good. I've been a youth mentor for, I forgot the exact name of the program or the company, but it's NC African mentoring or something like that. So I mentor immigrants and refugees and their seniors in high school who are trying to get into college and need scholarships. So I've been doing that. And then I've been doing work, and more work. That's a picture of me and my dad. We look just alike. I didn't realize it until I took that picture. Exactly, Maisha. I look just like my dad. That's crazy. And then there's my picture of my little baby cousin. I love her so much. She's so cute. I love her. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. I know that picture is probably striking, but I'll go over it after I go over this stuff. So Senator one-on-ones, like I said, Friday extension. After that, I'm sorry, but I'm driving 4 hours to South Carolina. I really don't have time. Revising Senate committees. So this is very, very important. Listen. For new senators, I will be sending out an email about committees, about joining committees, what's your interest and all that good stuff. For senators who have been in SGA, if you would like to be moved around, please email me or text me. I will try my best to get y'all into the committee that works best for you. But if you know that you are interested in other committees, please reach out to me because I will be doing some rearrangements over break just to make sure that we're getting work done. Like I said, preparing for the spring 2023 elections, finals and papers. I'm driving to South Carolina this weekend to visit my god family and my mom's side of the family, which it is a 4-hour drive. I'm going back home for break and I'm going to be working really hard to make some money. And this picture is a picture of me and my siblings. We are all very different people. And yeah, we all look a lot alike. And that's pretty much it for my report. Yes, join Jaisha's committee. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look at the chat. Okay, so that's it for my report. Now it's senator forum. So at this point in time, any senator may speak up for up to 2 minutes at times. Speaking up for 2 minutes at this time are matters pertaining to SGA. So if you would like to speak and you're a senator, you can put an X in the chat. And you need to go ahead and do it now because we won't be back until January. Okay, if there's none, then I'll move on. Announcements. So now any member of SGA can speak up for up to 2 minutes at this time with any announcements they may have. Grace, you can go ahead. I can't hear you, Grace. It's kind of like muffled.
Hear me now?
A little. You can go ahead.
I'll just lean in close. Hopefully this will work. Congratulations to new senators. We have MLK Day of Service coming up on Saturday, January 14th. And just like the Day of Service at the beginning of this semester, we want SGA to show up and show out. So it'll be individual registration. You'll register as an individual, but you'll mark that you're registering with a group. You'll say that you're with SGA. I'll send out instructions tomorrow as well as the link to sign up, but I just wanted to go ahead and put that on y'all's radar. We're trying to get as many people to show up as possible. So if you think that you can be available, even if you're not entirely sure, please sign up and then forward that confirmation of your sign up to me. Again, I'll send all of this in your email so you don't have to remember it all. But just be on the lookout for that tomorrow once I get the new senator information.
Great. Yes. Please come out to that. Last time we only had about like 3 or 4 of us, and there's a lot of us. So please come out to that. If you're going to be volunteering with another student group, let that be known to Grace or myself or Haz as soon as possible, so that we can get a good number count of who's going to volunteer with us. Erin, you can go ahead.
Hey y'all, my name is Erin. I serve as the SGA advisor. For those of you who I have not met yet, congratulations to the new folks joining our team. 2 super quick announcements. On top of First Finals Fest, we are also doing a couple of different activities tomorrow to kind of celebrate the end of the semester. So from 11 to 1, if you want to come by, we'll have massage therapists, we'll have an oxygen bar, we'll have a hot cocoa bar, all in Cone Ballroom. So come hang out with Kaylee and I. And then the second thing is, if there are things that you want to be trained on or things you want to learn during the retreat in January, please email Haz or Maura or myself or Kaylee, just so we can make sure that this retreat is what you all need it to be. We'd love to see some more legislation coming out next semester. And so we want to just make sure that we are preparing you all for this next semester. And then just a quick final note, I hope you all are taking care of yourselves. I hope you all are trying to finish strong. You're super close to the end of the semester, so hang in there. If y'all need help, ask for help. If you're not okay, it's okay to not be okay. But try to finish strong. Y'all got this. And I am excited to see you all back in January.
Thank you, Erin. Yes, y'all. If y'all need some de-stress time, please come out to that event tomorrow, and also email us, or you can text me on GroupMe, whatever works best for you, about things that you want during the training. And the training will be mandatory. Yes, 11 to 3. It's going to be from 11 to 3. That's the proposed time, and it'll probably be in the new nursing building, and it'll be in January. Next person is LaShawn.
Hello. So I just wanted to mention that the AAUP, which is the American Association of University Professors for UNCG, is having a meeting on December 1st, I believe. And I know I'll be working, so I cannot attend it. But they're having a meeting about graduate students and faculty senate, and about how administration, faculty senate, and graduate students can collaborate better and have more communication. So if anyone is interested in going that, I would highly encourage people to go that. The woman who runs it is lovely and very nice. And I think we need to in having a graduate senator, and we're trying to build better relationships with graduate students. So if anyone from executive council or interested senator would like to go, please do that. And if you need any information about the meeting, I'm happy to send it to you.
Thank you, LaShonda. Please keep that information in mind and reach out to LaShonda if you are interested. The next person is Grace again.
So sorry. So
Hold on, we can't hear you. Can you do the thing that you did last time?
No, it's
Yes.
getting better though.
Yes.
Well, I'm literally, my mouth is like 1 inch away from my laptop.
Okay, you're good now.
Okay. I forgot to ask, but when you're registering for MLK Day of Service, it asks if anyone in your group or organization is under the age of 18. So is anyone in SGA under the age of 18?
If you are, speak now or forever hold your peace. I don't think that anybody is, though, for being honest. But if you are 18, please reach out to Grace like now or email her and let her know.
Okay. Thank you. So because of the silence, I'm going to assume that everyone is 18 plus. So when you're registering for MLK Day of Service, answer no. No one in my group is under 18. Thank you.
I think Nevaeh may be.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Her
she
birthday's in
registered.
January though. I'm not sure when in January, but
Okay.
I'm sure it's in January.
I will follow up. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylin. Okay, Haas, you can go ahead.
Cameron, I seen your question in chat. So the proposed dates for the retreat will be the week. I don't have the exact date. What is it? So we start classes on the 9th, so the weekend right after that. So like the 13th. That 2-day, that Friday, Saturday. We're working on the dates for that. But like Aaron was saying, if y'all have any suggestions about the retreat, please reach out to myself, anyone on exec council, about what y'all want to see, especially for those who were there in the last one we had. If you want to incorporate something else, if you want to see it, please, as senators, remember y'all have full range and as much power within SGA as everyone. So yeah, like Aaron said, 13 and 14. So yes, if you have any suggestions, anything like that, the smallest things you may think make the biggest difference in our retreat. So we want to get that right. Also with MLK Day of Service, this is something that we weren't implementing so strictly this semester, just because we're getting people in and out. But now that we're going to a new semester, we're going back to our structure. There is a legislative initiative tracker that I will be representing when we come back next semester. It's just a tracker to make sure that we're all doing what we're supposed to be doing, what we're elected to do. Talking about that, one of the looking back, previous President Moore of the 98th session, he actually suggested and presented legislation that would propose that people would have to do community service within SGA. I'm going to go back and look at the number about that. I think it was 3 initiatives per semester. So once I go back and get that number, we will be implementing that again, just making sure that the legislation has been passed and stuff. We're going to implement that in January. So MLK Day of Service would be a good way to get one of your initiative community things done. So when we get back, we're getting the ball and rolling. There's not going to be a lot of leeway just because we're on the end of things. We really want to see a lot of legislation come out. So just really wanted to say all that to encourage y'all to take this winter break, to rest up, come with ideas, initiatives that you want to see, research some policy. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us. But like I said, when we get back, we're getting on the move things. So just wanted to set that, make sure I said that before we have questions next semester.
Yep. Thank you, Haas, for that. All my senators are aware of this. I've been going over it in senator one-on-ones that you should be completing your initiatives, and you should also be doing your transition reports, which will start on next semester. Everybody in SGA is expected to do a transition report, as well as me. So we will be doing those next semester. And then Hillary, did you need to speak?
I just wanted to ask LaShonda what time and place the AAUP meeting was.
Honestly, I don't know because I looked at the date first and just saw that I couldn't go to it. And so I immediately threw it out of my head. But the last one was in Curry. So I assume it's going to be a similar situation, but I can get you those details.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I don't see any more X's in the chat. If anybody else has any more announcements or comments, you can put an X now. If not, we're gonna move forward. Okay. All right, can I have a adjournment roll call from Alani?
Jasmine,
Freshman senator present.
Daniel,
Freshman senator.
Dominic,
Sophomore senator present.
Nevaeh,
Sophomore senator present.
Chloe, Jalen,
Junior senator present.
Oscar, Faith,
Senior senator present.
Mary,
Senior senator present.
Hillary,
Graduate senator present.
Kennedy, Mayar,
I know, commuter senator present.
Michael,
Commuter senator present.
Ahmed,
Commuter senator present.
Tyler,
Commuter senator present.
Jasmine,
Residential senator present.
Maisha,
Residential senator present.
Manny,
At-large senator present.
Jaisha,
At-large senator present.
Kimberly,
At-large senator present.
Charlotte,
At-large senator present.
Tim, Grace,
Student organization senator present.
Kaylin,
Student organization senator present.
Mason,
Bryan School senator present.
Kayvon,
Arts and Sciences senator present.
Marley,
College of Visual and Performing Arts senator present.
Morgan, Health and Human Sciences senator present. Zaire,
Transfer senator present.
Amber,
Freshman senator present.
that concludes roll call.
Okay, thank you, Alani. And just one more round of applause for my legislative assistant. I'm gonna miss her so much. And we do have a new person coming in and she's on this Zoom right now. And her name is Mama. And yes, everybody, good luck on your exams and your finals. If you have any questions or concerns for me after we adjourn, you can stay on the Zoom call and put in the chat or anything like that. Let me go ahead. Okay, I'd like to adjourn at 8:12. Bye, everybody.
The live.